All right, next up, and I'm going to be real quick with this one. This is coming from the New York Post. You love to see it. Doge is out here just killing it. Elon Musk is literally ruining his brand and ruining his image and putting everything on the line to do something beneficial for this country. I mean, good Lord, the dude's like, losing everything. Tesla dealerships are burning down. SpaceX is being ridiculed and criticized. His image of being the left champion for climate change, fighting that with the EV cars, for potentially creating Neuralink, which I don't know about all that. Starlink, everything he's doing is like, all right, great. Oh, you're with Trump now. So he's losing a lot to help us. But again, the left will say like the billionaires, not the millionaires, Bernie Sanders, right? But the billionaires need to pay their fair share. They need to do more for society and stuff. Here's a guy doing it. He says, okay, I've got all this money, all this freedom. I'm going to do what I want to do. Instead, I'm going to go in, I'm going to find all the waste that the government has and try to help out. I'm going to try to say, hey, we're spending too much over here. We're investing too much over there. Let's cut some of this extra bloated spending over here, and we can save taxpayers all kinds of money. We can get out of debt faster. That would be a wonderful thing. One of the things I was talking with Ryan Millsap last week about was you're not truly free until you're financially free. And this country is so far in debt to other countries, especially like China. We got to get out of debt. So we got to pay this debt off, or else we're not actually free. And then, yeah, maybe there's a portion that kicks back to us, the taxpayers that have paid all this stuff. That would be cool. I mean, I think most of us would be like, okay, we don't have to have it. Like, just let's pay off the debt. Let's do the right thing. But if you kick back a portion to us that we've paid into it that you're saving, then I think most of us would be happy with something little. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything major or anything. That's another topic for another day, of course. Don't really care about that one as much. My point is, we want to see Elon out there doing the right thing, and he is, at risk of losing so much. But I love his next target. Let's look at the New York Post right here. Elon Musk reveals Doge's new target, members of Congress who got strangely wealthy. I mean, we know, right? Okie dokie, it says the world's richest man. It's not factually true, I don't think. I'm sorry. But we'll go with that. That's what the article says. The world's richest man is dying to figure out how lawmakers on Capitol Hill got strangely wealthy despite their comparatively modest public salaries. Speaking at a town hall in Wisconsin Sunday night, Elon Musk suggested that his team at the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, will investigate how certain members of Congress have achieved generational wealth. One attendee at the town hall had asked Musk if DOGE had uncovered evidence of funds wired from the U.S. Agency for International Development, or as we've been calling it, USAID, to Rep. Maxine Waters, Senator Adam Schiff, and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, who clearly doesn't know how to grill a hamburger. They'll, the government, send the money overseas to one NGO, non-governmental organization. Then they'll go through a bunch of them, and then I'm highly confident that a bunch of that money then comes back to the United States and lands in the pockets of the people you just mentioned, Musk replied. But it is a circuitous. I'm going to go with that's right because I'm not looking it up. But it is a circuitous route.
My ridiculously circuitous plan is 1/4 complete.
Yeah, that's got to be it, right? Circuitous. You know what? Chef don't judge.
Chef don't judge.
It doesn't go directly, but let's just say that there's a lot of strangely wealthy members of Congress where I'm trying to connect the dots of how they became rich. Rank and file members of Congress make $174,000 annually. Last year, Musk, whose net worth is pegged at $330 billion by Bloomberg, helped kill legislation to raise congressional pay and later supported an increase as a means of fighting corruption. Scores of lawmakers who have spent decades in Congress are millionaires. Two of the wealthiest include former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, who has a net worth of about $250 million, and Senator Rick Scott, whose personal fortune hovers around $552 million. Let me say this real quick. He called out or it's called out in here. Nancy Pelosi, former House Speaker, Democrat. Rick Scott, Senator, Republican, Florida. I want them all. That's the thing again. I keep mentioning the interview with Ryan Millsap last week. That's the thing that Handy News, Third Railify, the Washcast, Front Porch Conservative, so many of us are always doing. We're calling out the right and the left. If one does it and the other does it, hold them both accountable the exact same way. Don't play favoritism. I don't want to go after, AOC and Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer and have turn a blind eye to people on my side. And I say my side, I don't align myself with some of these folks, but go after all of them, the left, the right, up, down. It doesn't matter to me. If someone's doing something wrong, hold them accountable. If they're doing something right, leave them alone. Easy peasy, right? The other side doesn't do that. They will not do that. They will continue to harp on the opposing side no matter what, while always trying to make themselves look like the victim. Oh, but I only have $250 million, Nancy Pelosi says, as pointing to Senator Rick Scott, who has around $552 million. He is more privileged than I am. They'll do something stupid like that because they are stupid. They are con men and women. Don't forget that. We'll talk about them a little bit more at the end of the show. But you guys see my point. Elon's going after Congress, something most of us have always been in favor of. It would be fantastic to see people get busted and people go to jail if they are doing something wrong. And I don't care if it's on the left or the right or down the middle. If they're Republican, Democrat, Green Party, Independent, Libertarian, whatever. I don't care. I don't care what the alignment is. I don't care, male, female, black, white, whatever. Jew, Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, I don't care. If you're doing something wrong, you should face that penalty. And again, it doesn't always work out like that. Again, something else we'll get to at the end of the show in the last segment, but what do you know? But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think he's going to uncover some stuff that we don't already know? Is he going to uncover anything that's going to lead to anything? That's really my big question, because Congress and politicians has a really, really good track record of making clippable moments or getting a sound bite or making a loud noise about something, but not actually doing anything about it. No one's ever actually punished. No one's ever actually imprisoned. Nothing ever happens to those that do wrong. We just slap them on the wrist in front of the public and we move on with our lives. Do you think anything will actually come of this? Or if not, is it a waste of time? To me, it's a waste of time if we're not going to do anything. I hope something comes of it. I hope we uncover a new day with this kind of stuff coming out, with this information coming out, with what is revealed through his research, through his investigation and whatnot. If they are finding things, I hope that we can expose the people that are doing wrong, and we can create this new day, this new ideology, this new way of tracking, this new way of, holding people accountable going forward, so that it doesn't continue to happen. So the people are accountable to the taxpayers and not the lobbyist or whoever else is funding them, or even a foreign government. Good Lord, can you imagine what would happen if we actually found foreign governments directly or indirectly put money in the pocket of our congressmen and women? It'd be nuts. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out this clip from the Morning Mayhem. Remember, this is just a portion of the full show that comes out every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. If you hadn't already, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the full shows or these tasty little nuggets.